Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in for this paranormal pit stop. Tonight, we'll be exploring a previously abandoned 140-acre amusement park located off of Six Flags Drive in New Orleans, Louisiana, that, as of 2021, is just finally undergoing redevelopment efforts. Over its years vacant, this site would become something of a popular stop for urban explorers, daredevils, and paranormal investigators alike, and rightfully so, as its expanse is shrouded in a number of tales of terror and reports of encounters with the otherworldly. Are you ready to brave the history and hauntings of Six Flags, New Orleans? Historically, in May of the year 2000, an initial amusement park called Jazzland would establish itself under Alpha Smart Parks on future Six Flags grounds, and would open its doors to a crowd of somewhere between 20 and 25,000 guests, with 75 to 80,000 season passes sold in short succession, and a total of around 1.1 million visitors through its first year of operation. Unfortunately, however, Alpha, who had previously specialized only in smaller amusement ventures, such as arcades, water parks, and the like, would be unable to retain this peak. Business would decrease steadily season after season, and in February of 2002, the company would file for bankruptcy, after which, in March of this same year, Six Flags would purchase the property, would perform a series of restorations and renovations, and would reopen their own Six Flags New Orleans by April of 2003. All in all, Six Flags would spend around $44 million in order to bring the old space back up to par. They would add games, rides, and new installments, many of which were still in the works when they closed on August 21st of 2005, just 8 days before Hurricane Katrina's wrath would reach the city. While the park was originally scheduled to reopen on the weekend of August 27th and 28th, a late warning of an impending strike on New Orleans the preceding Friday, being the 26th, would result in this reopening being canceled to make way for evacuation preparations. During the storm, heavy flows from Lake Pontchartrain would spill into the Six Flags drainage system and would eventually make their way into the park, in tandem with the storm, devastating everything in their wake, while leaving the expanse submerged under around 6 feet of water. Due to damages sustained and the estimated cost of ensuing repairs, it was decided the park would remain closed indefinitely. While Six Flags New Orleans was officially closed, it was anything but forgotten, and through its abandonment, alongside accommodating those seeking the ultimate urbex experience, it would also act as a filming site for a number of high-profile productions, including the likes of Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters, of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, of Cloak and Dagger, Jurassic World, and much more. In more recent times, while a handful of proposals regarding the park's repair have come and gone, in 2021, the property was purchased under Bayou Phoenix, who intends to launch full-scale renovations, repairs, and more, while transforming the haunt into a water amusement park. In the present, the whole of the former Six Flags New Orleans site remains under development, and Bayou Phoenix, the people who purchased the entire theme park that little company called Six Flags couldn't even muster up enough to restore, they have security measures in place to ensure their development goes undisturbed, so if you're wanting to give this one a visit, you're gonna have to wait until the grand reopening. Chillingly, this weathered and once popular theme park expanse is surrounded in a number of local legends, telling of purported encounters with the paranormal, some of the most popular of which that claim activity on site is a result of 3 separate groups of presences, being of the spirits of those connected to the site in lives since lived out, of the ghost of a worker who died during the original park's operation, and of the souls of those killed near during Hurricane Katrina, and those who have frequented its bounds during its time dormant and more recently for projects, have reported extreme cold spots felt on hot days, strange knocking sounds heard from within walls, and encounters with shadowy figures, white misty silhouettes, and full-bodied apparitions in clothing spanning the park's years in operation. Several have told of walking the area alone and of hearing the phantom sounds of children's laughter, music, rides, and chimes, as if some version of the old park still exists, just beyond the mortal spectrum, while others of feeling as if they're being watched or even walking amongst a crowd unseen. A handful of accounts detail a recurrent phenomenon in which strange banging, creaking, and groaning noises are picked up, old motors are heard turning on, or flits of illumination are spied through old light hangings and games, even though they're not connected to electricity, resulting in some claiming the long-dormant park is attempting to bring itself back to life. Several informal investigations of the expanse have yielded high EMF levels, chilling EVPs, orbs and strange forms in the backgrounds of photography, and documented instances of investigators being touched, grabbed, or even scratched by an invisible hand, while others have noticed tools, electronics, or other items that have gone missing, and have only ended up locating them later, deep within dead attractions, or even inside of locked compartments or rooms that have been sealed for years. Lastly, a range of eerily similar reports have detailed encounters with a dark entity that some claim may be demonic in nature, and possibly a result of a ritual held on site during the area's time abandoned. This creature has been known to chase off the living, and when near, has also been known to cause those present to feel so uncomfortable that even strict skeptics have had to leave the property. Thanks for joining us on this Paranormal Pit Stop. If you enjoyed our histories and ghost stories, subscribe to our channel, like this upload, and share us with anyone you feel could use a good scare. We'll catch you next time.